Welcome back to San Antonio Living. I know today you're most likely struggling with your allergies if you've got them because the molds are super high. Well, I'll tell you what, we know something that can fix that. Joining us to tell us a little bit more, Sue Musgrove is here and Katrina Zidan, both with South Texas Sinus Institute. It's good to see you ladies.
Thank you for having us again.
Absolutely. We've talked a lot about Dr. Onrubia here on San Antonio Living. He brought the balloon sinuplasty to San Antonio and is really changing people's lives by doing this procedure because if you know me, both Leslie and I rolled into work this morning, we're like, making all these weird noises because we have horrible allergies. So explain about this balloon sinuplasty, what it is and how it works.
It's a minimally invasive, very conservative procedure that's done in our office. Basically what it does, it opens up, it dilates the sinus passageways. So it actually makes it about 6 times bigger than it was. And so it promotes natural functioning of the sinuses.
Because I didn't get all clogged up, right?
Exactly.
So you're going to open it up, and then I'm not going to, well, Leslie makes cat noises in the morning. She really does.
So this could definitely help her.
Yeah. We're seeing some video from your ribbon cutting. You guys are just now settling into the new offices here in San Antonio. I know you guys have been here for about a month, and Dr. Onrubia has done hundreds of procedures already here in San Antonio. Who's a good candidate for something like this?
Patients that have had chronic sinusitis that is not helpful with medications are not helping it. If you get headaches to around your eyes, even the back of the head, if you get a chronic bad breath or a foul taste to your mouth, facial pain, pressure, even dental pain. Some people come in, they see their dentist, there's no dentist, the dental doctor says, there's nothing wrong with your teeth, ends up being because of the sinus. It's usually the upper top ones because of infection. You can't breathe through your nose, nasal congestion. Some people come in see us because they have snoring, because they're mouth breathers, and so they can't breathe through their nose. They're breathing through their mouth, and so they snore at night. So restoring the key to healthy sinuses is restoring airflow. If we can get air in, you can get the mucus out. Instead of the mucus just sitting there in your sinuses. When that happens, you feel miserable. I mean, you've got infection that's just sitting there. And so come see us.
Yeah, I know. I think all of San Antonio has that problem.
Well, and it's also important to remember that if you've had a past sinus surgery with the traditional method and you are still suffering and having chronic sinusitis, you may still be a candidate for the balloon sinuplasty.
Oh yeah, really? It's very safe, it's effective, less pain, less risk of infection, a quicker recovery when compared to the normal, sinus surgery. In fact, it's so effective, we get several patients that have had the traditional, the cutting, ripping out tissue bone type of surgery in the OR. They've actually come to us so that we can open up their sinuses with the balloon.
So things have really changed over the last couple of years. And if you've had something, like this before years ago, you may still be eligible to get this balloon sinuplasty and have relief again and be able to live your life. Is this something that teenagers can do, kids, or are we just talking adults?
We've seen children that have, that play sports. For example, football. We have a couple of football players that cannot breathe through their nose, and they have a mouthpiece and they're breathing through a little slit, and so it helps with endurance, helps with running. I mean, you need to get airflow in your nose to be able to run better and to play better.
What about insurance?
Most insurances are covering at this point, and it's important to remember that this procedure is done in the office, so it's home the same day. There's not the hassle of checking into the hospital, no overnight stay. They come into the office, have the consultation, we can get them scheduled, and when the procedure's done, they get to go home on the same day.
Okay, so it's as easy as that. Make an appointment, have the consultation, get your questions answered, and find out how quickly you can have this done so you can breathe again.
Absolutely.
So if you had several years of sinus problems, literally in 10 to 15 minutes, we can fix those problems you've had for so many years.
Okay.
It's a good trade-off.
The two things that are painful to me, my question about insurance, and then number 2, is it painful? Does it hurt at all?
It's much less painful than it is when you get this regular surgery. I mean, people are back to work like the next day. Within a day or 2, they're back to normal functioning.
And you're breathing.
And at our office, we focus on what we call the SOM method that's unique to Dr. Onrubia. It's a painless sinuplasty anesthetic-linked method. And so the anesthesiologist is at the bedside. He gives you a deep sedation, and so the patients experience is much
You won't even
better.
remember it. You'll wake up, you'll breathe, it'll be amazing.
It's kind of like going to a dentist's office and getting your wisdom teeth taken out.
Yeah.
So the type of sedation is just pretty much the same concept.
I'll tell you what, I'm
And we
ready.
do more. We can do more than just local.
I'm available next week. Sign me up. I'll see you ladies there. Let me give you the information about the South Texas Sinus Institute. It's on De Zavala, South Texas Sinus Institute on Facebook, online as well, southtexassinusinstitute.com. Call the number on your screen to schedule your appointment. It's 225-5666. Again, 225-5666. Alana?